Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Well, we start the show with a request from Stacey Bailey about a song for her daughter. It makes perfect sense. She's just over there on the Extra channel, and I often wondered when I was singing the song, when you mentioned it was for your daughter, please learn the Vamps version of Cecilia for Cecilia. She doesn't like the original lyrics. I mean, she is 10. Well, yeah, I agree. I don't think it's right for a 10-year-old. So, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Anyway, right, get out of it. Let me get out of there. What's going on? Let me just copy that. All right, please learn Cecilia. There we go. Stacey Bailey. I'll write that down. I'll put that on my list. Okay, thank you very much. Makes perfect sense. All right, so there we go. We start off the show with... can never sort of clear the board. There we go. That's better. All right, makes perfect sense. All right, now then, it's been a very busy afternoon. Got a lot to get out. I've recorded 11 videos today. Very important stuff. 3 have just gone out. Now, I'm just going to make a sort of a public announcement, service announcement, how things work on the channel, just so it helps everybody. But there's nothing I can do about this. Every single time, it happens every week, when I post out my schedule for the week, and I put all the events in that you've asked for, I always get 10, 15 people unsubscribe straight away. And that's fine. It doesn't bother me at all, because I've got to schedule the events out. What it is they get notified of more things at once than they would normally like to, and I understand that. You don't want to be notified. YouTube, though, will only notify you 3 times in a day, well, it should be, unless you've selected all or whatever it might be. Remember, you can customize the way you receive notifications, but it's just unfortunate when I set out all the shows. And there's no way of doing it other than just surprising you. And hey, here I am, your show. You wouldn't know when the shows were. I mean, it's like releasing the newspaper with all the the TV guide for the week. If you look up here, upcoming live streams, I've just scheduled out Hall of Fame for tomorrow morning, opening and closing bell, Rumble earnings tomorrow night, the next event here. A whole list, Velo 3D, Walmart. It always goes to Monday. There's nothing I can do. Upcoming live streams, there they are. Look, that's all the events. I know it's a lot, but there isn't anything I can do other than not do the shows. Nvidia, Ascent Solar, the live flight. So just bear with me. It happens once a week. You can customize your notifications, but it only happens once a week when I set the shows out. There's no way around it. If I didn't, no one would know when I'm doing a show, and it'd be chaos. But I've always looked at it. The people that unsubscribe because you're notifying them about your events weren't really your audience in the first place. They subscribe to one video and they don't want to know about anything else. So it doesn't really matter. But I'm just letting you know that that's why I do it. It's the most efficient way of doing it. You want to know what's coming up throughout the week. There's no way I can just not, there's not a setting saying, I'm going to post this event, but don't tell anybody. I mean, there isn't a setting that does that. You've chosen to get notified, so you get notified. It's you can control that. You don't have to answer. It's like answering the phone. You can put your phone in silence. You don't have to answer every phone, when someone phones you up. It's the same thing. All right? So anyway, there you go. Nothing I can do to get around that, I'm afraid. That's just the way YouTube works. So, there it is. Let me just scroll down a minute. Now then, we've got some events that I've just put out. Some videos I've just put out you might want to check out, and there's more coming out this afternoon. 11 videos today, very busy day. A lot of news. So I've just put out a few moments ago Soundhound Hall of Fame. That was requested by Seth Houston and Rallo1. They want Hall of Fame. That's tomorrow morning. There's the information for it. So you can see where it's going to show. Mobix, that was requested by Jay Long. That's just come out. And Velo 3D, that was requested by Vaz. And that will give you information as well. With the Virgin Galactic chart last night, so you could have made some money today. We put that out last night, so you could do that. Also, Soundtown went out last night as well, so you could trade today. A lot of good stuff today for you. Now, after today's show, when we ring the bell, I've got some other news that's waiting to come out. I'm trying to get it out as quickly as possible, and there just isn't enough hours in the day. So we've got coming out tonight after hours, we've got the Walmart earnings. That's an announcement video. NVIDIA earnings announcement video. We've got Sound News, the $10 target, why we see it going to $10. That's important. We've also got Rum earnings, a lot of earnings stuff coming out. GameStop drop. The GameStop went up and then came straight back down again. The scalp tip, how to scalp trade successfully. And Space, Virgin Galactic, he's back. We were talking about Roaring Kitty, and we've seen the markets rally today. And also GameStop, he's back as well. Some big videos coming out. At the moment we finish today's show, I will be putting them out. So Virgin Galactic's had a good day today. People are feeling more bullish. I'll show you the fear factor. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me fix this. Okay. Let me do this. Don't like seeing it like that. Settings. Quality. Auto. No, that's not right. I don't want it like that. Shouldn't be like that. That's better. All right. Anyway, so Virgin Galactic doing well. Let me read these comments we got just come in. Craig, good evening all. Hi, John. John Granfor. Hi, Brian. Hi, Craig. Hi, John. Henrik. Was just watching Andrew Tate's emergency meeting. There they are trying to promote GameStop to wreck another hedge fund. Really? Was just watching Andrew Tate's emergency meeting. They are trying to promote GameStop to wreck another hedge fund. I think it's disgusting. I have to say I don't think it's clever or anything at all. I think it's disgusting. Craig, would you send me any information in like that? It's not investing. It destroys everything. I don't like it. Hi, Henrik. Hey, hi, John. Craig. Clove could definitely squeeze 42%. Sarah Gibson. Good morning, Sarah Gibson. Good afternoon, rather. How are you today? Lovely to have you here. Right, let's go through all our positions. Another green day today. We're making money. We're actually investing here on the channel. Palantir is going back up again. Gold's having a bit of a trim down. The S&P is flat at the moment, but I'm up because, of course, I'm beating the market as always because I'm in margin. So my gains are exaggerated. Amazon down today. Apple is up today, 2%. Very nice indeed. Next Era Energy, great. Such a great stock that is. Enphase Energy doing well. Coca-Cola doing well. J&J, $200 stock. Stand by it. Kenvue. Chevron down. Tesla, 172. A little bit up today, 2%. Rivian, 10% today. Very nice indeed. A big rally there today. McDonald's down 1.34. People are slowing down at buying McDonald's. But it's land though. Remember that. Let's go space. Truly undervalued. It is indeed. It is indeed. It's a $2 stock all day long, just by the value of the cash on the books. Very, very different to what's happening with GME of GameStop. It's Roaring Kitty again doing his thing. And be very careful. Remember, I was showing Leah today, and she was going, well, what about the people that bought it up here? I said, exactly. They just paid $36 for a stock that's at best worth $7, and they bought it up here and then it went straight back down again seconds later. And that's the thing. That is what this is about. This is Russian roulette with yourself, and it's an absolutely pointless. Oh my gosh, we have got a Play It Now review immediately. Stop the show, Brian Bynum, $100 super chat, TXT. Textron review. It's a stop the show. When we get $100, we stop the show. Completely stop the show, unless it's in the middle of an earnings, of course, or anything like that. It's a Play It Now.
Brian Bynum donated $100 through a super chat. Textron review.
All right, let's do it. Stop the show. 100% stop the show. TXT. Textron. That's what we're doing now. When this happens, we do this immediately. So this will go out as a video by itself. Big moment on the show. Huge moment on the show. The biggest moments that we get. This is a Play It Now request. And when this happens, we stop the show and we do the request. We are 11 minutes in. And we are stopping the show dead. 11. This is TXT. This is Brian Bynum. $100 super chat. Here we go. Let's load it all up. TXT. TXT. Textron. Undervalue 20%. Let me get the financials. Okay. What is it? Let me load it up there. Let's go to the all-time chart. Ooh. Okay. Industry multi-leverages a global network of aircraft, defense, industrial, and finance. Aircraft, defense, industrial, and finance business. The customers, its experiences through the following segments. Aviation, Bell, Textron Systems, Industrial, Textron Aviation, Finance. The Textron Aviation, I'm just finding out what this is first. Simplifies commercial helicopters. Okay, related space parts, Textron Systems. Product service of United States and military. Okay. Textron. Textron, here we go. Now then, Brian, is there anything you want in this review? Anything you are obviously watching that you want to see in this review? If so, you've got a couple of minutes. They are supplying the feather and control services to Virgin Galactic. That's what I need. I need stuff like that you want to share in this video. Brian? Okay. Anything at all that you want in this, go now to Discord and put it in there. Okay? Because I want to talk about the things that you want to talk about, what you want me to say. I've never heard of this stock. I'm looking at it for the first time. Looking at the dividend, back test, TXT, 100%, VU, how do you do, 100%. So I'm looking out for anything that you're going to send in to me via Discord before I start. You've got a couple of minutes before I do it. TXT, Textron. TXT. Textron. Just loading all this up. May the 1st. Basic review is fine. No, not for $100. You get the works. May 1st. Link a new tab. Strong buy. Okay, that's that. RTX text. Okay. Said to be close to signing a defense treaty. Okay. Textron. And onto the Virgin Galactic connection. Okay, got that. Links for YouTube, nothing there. Okay, so I'm on my own. I'm on my own. Okay, I've got all of that. I just did the website. Textron. Aircraft. About. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. We are set to go. Old news but relevant. Links for YouTube. Oh, thank you. Brian, are you Brian, are you 20 eyes? Is that who you are? Yeah, I've got that. I found that. Thank you very much. Can I? Are you Brian? Are you Blue Eyes? Because I don't know if you've even got membership. Yes, you have. You've got membership status. You've got that. Change nickname. You need to be Brian Bynum. Yes, 20 eyes. Let me change that so people know who you are. I don't know how we missed you. I don't know how we missed you. But anyway, I've upgraded you now. Brian Bynum. There you go. Let's see. Just want to make sure that you're updated everywhere. And I've checked your status. You do have membership, so you've got all of those. Obviously, you wouldn't be able to type in there if you didn't. But just want to make sure. You're welcome. We're all good. Okay, we're all set. Okay. All right, if you've just tuned in, we have had a $100 super chat. What that means is it's a stop the show. It's an immediate review, an in-depth review, and that's what you're going to get. That's what's about to happen now. So here we go. This is 23 minutes in. 23. Here we go. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. All right, I think we're all about set. Okay. Time for another stock review. This time it's a play it now, a $100 super chat. Just some moments ago, one of my members gave me a super chat. And when that happens, we stop the show. This is happening in a live event right now. And we go straight into a full review. You can have this. It stops the show and becomes a full advanced review. Here we go. This is what happened.
Brian Bynum donated $100 through a super chat. Textron review.
Okay, so we hope by the end of the day or by tomorrow we should rank for this stock. We do rank for most of the stocks that we cover on YouTube. And this is a full breakdown of the stock. Now, we are talking defense right now. We're talking military, we're talking planes, we're talking defense. And does this stock make sense as we approach the blackboard and look for the numbers and as we look over the stock? Does this stock make sense? This is a military stock. This is avionics. This is aircraft, all kinds of financing positions as well. So we're going to look at this for the very first time. This is happening live in a show. So please do tap the like button. This is a $100 request to do this review. And also, if you wouldn't mind, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel as well, in this review, I'm going to share with you details of the company. What is the company? I'm going to share you the profit, the loss, the balance sheet, the solvency score, the debt position, who's buying on the inside, what latest news is running around the stock. We're going to cover latest news that we've just discovered on the stock, what the company is saying. They're linked to Virgin Galactic. There is a link to Virgin Galactic. What are they doing with the Saudis? All of that's coming up. Ratings here on Seeking Alpha, comparing it to the S&P 500, back test, and also a dividend test. All of that's coming up, so you can make an informed decision whether you can make money from this stock. Is it a stock you can make money from? Well, let's turn on the money printer. Let's look over the numbers and peruse it. And before you get your credit card out, Mr. Jordan Smith, let's decide whether this stock is right for you to buy, hold, or sell. We'll also run a poll on X. Now, remember, I only own the S&P. I'm not here to pump and dump stocks. I'm here to give you a fair, open, honest review. I'm reading it for the first time, so it's unedited. It happens as it happens. All the B-roll and the effects and all the rest of it is just me happening live as I produce it. I don't change it afterwards. I don't go back and say, I don't like this or whatever, or someone offers me more money. No one sponsors me from the company. I'm just given a tip from one of my members to talk about it, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So let's go straight into the stock and let's decide what this is. So first of all, Textron. What is it? Textron, ticker symbol TXT, text. As you can see from the all-time chart there, it trends up, but it's very volatile. You can see up and down, up again, up, down. It's kind of got the secular type chart there. If you think about it, we see a lot of minerals and metals like this, where they go up, they sell off, like sugar, commodities, whatever, rise again, sell back off, do it again. I've seen this sort of pattern before. Anyway, let's scroll down. We also have a Meet the CEO series. I'll talk about that in a minute, how you can get the CEO on the show. Textron, a multi-industry company which leverages a global network of aircraft, defense, industrial, and finance business to customers. It operates through the following segments: Textron Aviation, Bell, Textron Systems, Industrial, Textron Aviation, and Finance. The Textron Aviation segment manufactures sales and services, Beechcraft and Cessna aircraft. The Bell segment supplies military and commercial helicopters, tilt rotor aircraft and related spare parts. The Textron Systems segment develops, manufactures and integrates a variety of products and services for United States and international military. The industrial segment designs and manufactures a variety of products within the Caltex and specialized vehicles product lines. The Textron e-Aviation segment covers Pipistrel, along with other research and development initiatives related to sustainable aviation solutions. The company was founded by Royal Little in 1923, so it's got a nice bit of history, and is headquartered in Provence, RI. The listed name for TXT is Textron. There you go. Founded in 1923, Rhode Island, Providence. We like that. 35,000 employees on the nail, and the CEO is Scott C. Donnelly. So Scott C. Donnelly, I invite you onto my show. I've interviewed CEOs before you, and I've got many coming up in the future as well. We'd love to have you on the show. CEOs have told me they like being on my show. They say it's better than Bloomberg and CNBC. We get to know the people behind it. We don't script it. It's not here to pump and dump your stock. I don't own it. I only own the S&P. But what it's about is getting my viewers, my members specifically, the opportunity to ask questions directly with the CEO. Also, what it does, we rank number one for the most of the stocks that we cover. So most of the time, the stocks will rally anyway, which is always nice. But we like to help businesses get seen by the world. As I say, we're not here to pump and dump, but we are here to tell your story and have you on the show. So we'd love to reach out to you and have you on the show. Just note, I never email or sell my services to anyone. I don't believe in it. I believe in underselling and over-delivering always. How all my CEOs have appeared on the show is investors have either contacted investor relations with this video or the invite video, which is below the video in the description. Go and check that out. There's invite the CEO video, and you can be on the show. Also, they create social media around the stock, and we'll cover the earnings. We'll cover things like this. This was just asked for by Brian, who donated a $100 super chat, so I would do this in the live show. That's how we do it. You'll get to hear about it, and then hopefully then you'll decide to be on the show. That's what this family and channel is all about. Okay, so we'd love to have you on, but then you can call into the show whenever you want, and we can update our audience live during the shows anytime, and we love doing that. So there you go. Love to learn all about you, Scott. Right, now then, if you were buying this on margin, it's regarded as 25%, the same as the S&P. It's regarded, even though it has volatility, which is nice, because straight away we can see the way it trends, that you can buy at the bottom of the cycle, and it's seen the same way as the S&P. 25% margin maintenance, which means it's regarded as low or relatively low risk, which is nice. Buy it on the dip, make some money. Average volume 1.17 million. Very, very low volume. It doesn't trade very much. Interesting. Volume 493 today. Dividend yield 0.09. Very, very low dividend yield. We'll talk about it in a moment. It's a very unusual dividend payout, but it's kind of a dividend king. I'll share with you what I mean in a minute. I was just looking at it a moment ago. Price to earnings ratio 1893. So it makes money. However, is it expensive? Well, I'm going to give you the links in a minute where you can compare it to the competition, and you can make your mind up whether it's viable for you or not. You know how it compares to the competition. It's a $16.7 billion stock, so it's a reasonable size stock. Means we won't be able to manipulate the movement of it. We can for stocks under 1 million at the moment. We're a small channel, but we are growing 1,000 subscribers a week and doubling every month. But a stock with a market cap of around about 1 million, then yeah, I put a video out, everyone buys it, it goes up. That's not going to happen here on a 16.7 million market cap. We'd need hundreds of millions of viewers to be able to do that. So if you're expecting, if I gave a bullish report, the stock to go up on our investors, unfortunately, not Meet Kevin and Graham Stepan combined couldn't do that. There you go. 16.7 billion is the market cap. 52-week high, 97. 52-week low, 61.27. Now, Morningstar, they're giving a review. I never use these reviews. They are paid, sponsored reviews. Mine are paid by the investor. not the company. So they're honest and real, and I don't own the stock. We don't know. We can't always say the same about Morningstar. But they are saying a 61% buy rating. What are the bulls saying according to Morningstar? Textron services an immense installed base of its planes and helicopters, which provide many years of recurring, albeit cyclical revenue. Isn't that what I just said? Looking at the chart, it's very, very clear that it is cyclical revenue. Absolutely. It comes and goes. So you buy at the bottom and off we go again. Now is a good time. Perhaps we'll discuss that in a moment. And Sensei might even be able to do a... in fact, I will ask Sensei to follow this up because Brian has been so generous. As a play it now request, I will ask Sensei if he could do a chart for you and provide the technical analysis of this review. And there will be a follow-up to this. I'm sure he will do that for me if I ask him. The bears are saying US defense spending may enter a down cycle, which would challenge the top line for both Textron Systems and Bell's military subsegment. But of course, that's not happening right now, is it? We've got more spending going on with the military, as we have in the UK as well. Let's have a look here. Fair value 84. That's what Morningstar say. But again, we will look at that. HRV earnings show tonight after hours now. Has it moved, Rallo one? I'm making a review. I will check that in a moment. We've got it as going off in the morning, but I will check that in a moment. Okay, now then. Earnings, you can see here, it's been going sort of relatively sideways for a while. It's pretty flat, pretty much consistently beating earnings. But as you can see, pretty flat at the moment. Actual expected July 25th. If we get a super chat, we will cover the earnings for this stock. Who's buying the stock? ExxonMobil, Broadcom, JP Morgan, Johnson & Johnson, all solid. RTX, Raytheon, solid stocks, all blue chip, great companies, no Mullen, no scam stocks, all good, solid. That's why it's got the 25% on the margin position. So that's all good so far. We like this. Are we catching it on a downtrend at the moment? No, we're not. We was back in 2020, but now it's heading up consistently with what's going on in the war. So I mean, we're down today. But no, we are climbing now. We've had a little dip here over the last month or so, but really there was a drop. But really, we are at the top of its cycle once again. Is it a good time to buy? Well, if we look at it, it is secular. You buy here, and there'll be another dip. I don't know if it's the time to buy it yet, but of course, we've got a lot of threats around the world. So anyway, let's move on. So far, do you like it? Subscribe, ring the bell, and tap the like button as well. That would be fantastic if you wouldn't mind doing that. Let's see if this stock can make you money. So what do you think? We are looking at defense. Do the numbers make sense to you? What do you think? Send your thoughts across the airways as we discuss it in the situation room around the world. Always makes me laugh when I hear that. Anyway, there you go. Textron. Let's now look at some numbers, but we're going to go deep in the numbers in a few moments. First of all, let me share with you the dividend payout. 2 cents. It's a kind of dividend king in a way. What do I mean by that? Since 2012, what is a dividend king? Consistently paying out, consistently going up. Well, it consistently pays out 2 cents, 2 cents, 2 cents, 2 cents. I mean, literally 2 cents, 2 cents, 2 cents, 2 cents, let's have a two. Try and do a bit of auction. All right, it doesn't work. Anyway, every single quarter we're paying out every quarter 2 cents. It's not going up. It's just a consistent. So it doesn't qualify for a dividend king, unfortunately. But, however, it is consistently paying out. How does it compare to the S&P? Well, the S&P is in red. Textron is in blue. You can see there are some comparisons here. No doubt about it. It kind of exaggerates, if you like, what the S&P does. Here we had some stability, nothing really going on. And in 2020 with COVID, it fell off a cliff. But it kind of did the same pattern as COVID, but as the S&P, it just exaggerated it. And then when the S&P started to rally, it went again, but just slightly below it. It's just slightly it's like the S&P, but in miniature. It's interesting, isn't it? Interesting stock, this. It literally tracks the S&P, but just at its own ratio, so it was slightly lower. That's a very interesting chart, I think. It just demonstrates the secular element of this stock. If you buy it here, I think you can do well. It rallies more than the S&P. But anyway, it's very interesting that. Okay, let's go and look now at the chart. You can see today, we're not going to discuss the chart too much. Sensei will do that for us. If I ask him, I'm sure he will. So we'll look at that later. We have got a strong buy here from Seeking Alpha. Strong buy, Wall Street give it a strong buy, and Quant, normally a very aggressive sort of pretty much sell everything, is a hold. So that's quite bullish for the stock. So far, we are looking at a buy, but it is at the top of its range. I wouldn't normally like to buy it there. We've also got some latest news here. US Saudi Arabia are said to be close to signing a defense treaty. This was just a couple of weeks ago. Lockheed Martin, NOC Star RTX, and TXT all in there with a deal happening here in Saudi Arabia. So I just wanted to bring that to you. It's not specific just for TXT, but they are in the field here to gain from this. That's no real surprise. So I'm not going to read all this through because it's kind of bundled in with all of those US companies. So that's an interesting bit of information, but it's not just them specific. Now, they are linked to Virgin Galactic. They are the ones that are providing the feather and control services to Virgin Galactic. Brian, who's an investor, knew that, and then I went and researched it and confirmed it, as I like to confirm all information. They are supplying the feather and control services to Virgin Galactic. Now, of course, Virgin Galactic, if they do well and continue to build out their fleet, then of course that's another benefit there. All right? Okay, let's see what Textron say about themselves. Textron is one of the world's best known multi-industry companies, recognized for its powerful brands such as Bell, Cessna, Beechcraft, Easy Go, Arctic Cat, and many more. The company leverages its global network of aircraft, defense, industrial, and finance businesses to provide customers with an innovative products and services. What began as a small New England business in 1923 has grown to a $13.7 billion company with a worldwide presence supported by 35,000 people in more than 25 countries. Throughout its history, Textron has been the source of groundbreaking technologies, numerous industry firsts, many major steps in the evolution of aircraft, rotorcraft, armed vehicles, electrical vehicles, and automotive systems have emerged from our product development labs. This is all great. Sounds great. Solid blue chip. We like it. Follows the S&P. Pays a dividend. Not much, but consistent. We certainly have growth on the stock. It's secular. Good opportunity to buy the stock. No doubt about it. History. Now we come on to the balance sheet, the numbers. Does it make sense to buy it now? Well, there's a big difference between it's a good company and we like it and can you buy it now? That's a very, very different prospect. Anyway, let's have a look at the numbers. Let's start off with the intrinsic valuation, which is reliable here. It's reliable. This valuation is regarded as reliable and it's 20% undervalued. So it's already into its secular cycle, but has a 20% undervaluation built in. With what's going on in the Middle East, maybe there's a good chance to buy. So far, it's a buy from me. It's not just the best. It's just not the best time to buy it, but probably still is a buy from me. So let's start off with saying it's a buy and let's see where we go. Best case scenario, 40% undervalued. average base case 20%, worst case 5%. We are a growth stock. I can overpay 25% for a growth stock, particularly with a good explosive element to it, which this one does. Pardon the pun, but it does when you consider what's going on in the world right now. So it's a buy from me so far. Let's move on down. We've got revenue up 0.8. That's good, and expected to grow. And I would expect that to increase now. 3% operating income up. Net income is up 1%. Financing cash flow, however, is down 32%. Okay. Investing cash flow is up 11%. They're investing. Operating cash flow is negative 13%. So it's not all perfect. Okay, move on down. What about a balance sheet? Now then, what we don't want to see is upside down balance sheet. 16.4 billion in assets, 1.5 billion in cash. Okay, very nice indeed. 9.5. So we are on the right side of it. Long-term debt makes up 3.2, which is 30% of our liabilities, which is about as much as we want. So it's not perfect. It does have some long-term debt. But of course, with interest rates, in my opinion, about to come down, that's a major catalyst for a major step upward in a stock that holds debt. It has a bit of cash. It owes 3.2, but it has 50% of that in cash. It could wipe out half its debts tomorrow, but we have a good asset to liability ratio, so we're okay with that, and a nice bit of cash. So the balance sheet isn't the best, but I'm guessing when I get down to it, and trust me, I don't see it until you see it. You're looking at the screen that I'm looking at live for the first time. I would predict it's probably got somewhere in the region of a 50%, which would be green, solvency score, because it looks okay. It's not going to be 80 or 90, but it could be 50%. And honestly, I can't see it. There's no way I can see it until I scroll down. There's no way of me cheating because it's right on the screen here. I'm guessing from experience about 50%, which will be great anyway. 15% margin. We don't know how that compares to competition. I'll give you the competition in a moment, but we are all positive. We're not negative. We're making money across the board. ROA, net margins, operating margin. We're making money. The company makes money, all right? Okay, and there you go. I'm quite chuffed with myself. I said 50%, 57. I was pretty close. That's just experience of doing nearly 200 reviews. I get an impression of way things look, of how things are going to go, sentiment, how people are going to vote with their money, buying and selling. Get a good feel for it when you've done about 200 reviews over the last nearly 3 years now. So that's good. Just a medium Altman Z score, but they're not going bust. It's not the best balance sheet in the world, but it's a very good balance sheet nevertheless. Profitability, 51%. Positive 3-year revenue growth is the only thing that's bringing it down slightly, but that could change very quickly. So we're looking good. It's definitely a buy from me. 15% upside. That outperforms the S&P slightly. So, and remember, that's including the dividend, even though it is only 2 cents. That's okay. I would expect, though, we could be somewhere between the highest and the mid-range, maybe somewhere in the region of 25%, which would be very good, nearly double the S&P in a solid company like this. 6% downside. I could afford that on a downside. I would simply just buy more on the way down, and I would be able to average that down. So definitely a buy from me. Moving on up, the competition. Now, you can access the competition by looking at Boeing, Lockheed, and General Dynamics here, and there are more. If you go to click above my head and down below in the description, you will find the link to Alpha Spread. This is the software I use. All my members can get a lifetime discount of the software, and it basically makes my membership free or a free plan. And if you get the premium plan, I do get a one-time commission. But if you use the free plan, which you can do, I don't get anything whatsoever. All right? Just so you know. All right, insiders selling. Bearing in mind, though, that was back in February on the drop. Makes sense. They know it's secular, and they sold, and it drove it back down, and now it's on the way back up again. So we've had no buying recently, but the size of the company and the amount that was sold is merely tax. It's not a major sell-off at all. So that's bullish as well. Still a buy from me. No short interest, 2.59, hardly anything, no short squeezes here, nothing like that at all. let's have a look. 2 months ago, not a great deal of attention on the stock, really. No one's really that excited about it. It's just a blue chip, solid stock, which means we will probably rank for it number 1 within a few days on YouTube because no one's really covering it. So we'll cover it with a bullish response. It is a bullish response, and we're bound to, it's bound to rank on YouTube. Okay, there we go. So there is my review of the stock. It's a buy from me, but no, it's not the cheapest time to buy it. It's not the best time to buy it, but I think the balance sheet, the macro conditions, the news surrounding it, the fact it's not getting much attention at the moment, people will start buying it, the election, this sort of thing will feed into that. Into that narrative. I think that spending is likely to go up. It's a solid company, been around for a long time. Balance sheet is good. Short interest is not an issue. It's a buy from me. So Textron, thank you very much for bringing that to me. I really do appreciate it. Fantastic super chat. It was a play it now request, which means you stop the show and do it straight away. There we go. It's one for me. So click above my head, down below in the description for all the links. Invite the CEO. You can get him on the show. It's been done before many times, and it's being planned to be done again many times in the future. Organize that. If you like the video, please tap the like, consider subscribing, and over here I'll put more reviews. I've done nearly 200 reviews now, and of course anything else that's relevant to Textron. If I do get a super chat, I will cover the earnings of this stock and bring you more and more news as it turns out. There you go, Textron, another review. Thank you very much, Brian. I do appreciate it. Until next time, as always, it's a bye from me. Take care of yourselves and each other. All right, Textron. Excellent, Martin, as always. Thank you. You're very, very welcome. I'm glad it was of some use to you. All right. Now then, someone just said Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame is tonight, which is catching everybody out because I've got it as tomorrow morning. Available to... Oh, you're right. It's moved. That's a pain in the backside. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It is tomorrow morning. It is tomorrow morning. There's confusion here. Let me explain. There's confusion here. Look, Robinhood have put available today after hours. All right? You think, oh my gosh, it is today. You click on the link, which goes to their website, which is most important, right? And Hall of Fame, May 14th, tomorrow, 7:30 in the morning. We are covering it in the morning. It is not live now. I will fill out all the blanks. Let me do this now. Fill out all the blanks. Let me mute that. Let me mute that. I don't want the music coming over. Mute. Okay, Hall of Fame, not started yet. It is scheduled for May the 14th, 7:30 Central Time in the morning. There it is, okay? That's the Hall of Fame in the morning. So we will cover that. It's not happening yet. Let me just do that to there. Okay, mute that, unmute that. I don't want any music coming through. Unmute. So there you go. This is set for the morning. I won't miss it. I've got the trailer gone out for it. The event is set, and it is set for the morning. It is set for, 2 of our members have requested it. Those members are Seth Houston and Rallo1. It's tomorrow morning. So if you look here, here is, I'm so glad because it would have thrown everything off. I could have changed it though. Upcoming live stream tomorrow morning. There it is. And tomorrow evening, there's the opening. There's the closing. Sensei will be here on this channel. Unusual. First time ever. I have been demoted to the extra channel. There you go. That's never happened before, but I think it's the right thing to do for this particular stock. So what we're going to do is Sensei is going to be on this channel tomorrow night after hours for the Rumble earnings. This was for Crag Crag was had a bit of bad luck recently with for his earnings. So we're doing it for Crag tomorrow night with the extra charts and analysis Sensei always provides. So there you go. On the extra channel, I'm going to be on the extra channel doing Mobix. And again, the trailer for that is on this channel, advertising all of the events. You can't miss anything if you click subscribe and ring the bell and get notified. If you turn off notifications, turn off in subscription, you will miss these notifications, and there's nothing I can do to let you know other than I put it on all my socials, of course, always have and always will. Right, let me make sure that we are good. Let me bring it back. We've got, let me reset the boards. Let me reset the boards with all of the information that I carry. There you go. Back to here. Trading view, seeking alpha. Let's get everything cleared up. There we go. We're all back. Excellent as always. Thank you. Workhorse. Thought that one seems to be abandoned. Workhorse. No, and we can cover anything for you here, Ed Spitzer. Inovio Pharmaceuticals earning reports after hours. Vishal, if you are one of our members, if you'd super chatted me, I would have done the earnings for you. It's one of your rights you have as a member. You can ask me to do that. My error, the local news said tonight also. Thank you. Rallo1, thank you for checking with me. Things can change. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. I'm wrong all the time. No problem being wrong. I'd much rather be wrong and do it than to say, oh, I know everything. And clearly no one does, including me. And then we miss it. So thank you for bringing it up. Thank you, Martin. Yes, it's better. Sensei does it. You just call it... That's not why he's doing it. He's not doing it because he thinks it's great and I think it's rubbish. He's doing it. I'll tell you the truth. He's doing it because I think it will provide more value. This particular stock, and I know we've let you down twice. So this particular stock, I know that you particularly, really interested in it. And I know that Sensei will bring value with the charts for you more than perhaps Mobix. So I think it's the right thing to do. I also think it's the biggest show. The biggest show should be on the main channel. So, I've demoted myself, basically. But I've done it for you and what's right for the channel and what's right for the stock. So there you go. But yeah, I think the stock's rubbish, and I'd say so. And nobody wants that, do they? Nobody wants that. We want rah-rah. We don't want to be told it's rubbish. Okay. Deal with Apollo for 11 billion island partnership. RW. Thank you. Right. We have got to go right on the bell this evening because we have got lots more videos to get out this evening. 9 more emergency, really timely videos that need to come out this evening. So I'm going to be putting this one out, of course. This might not go out until the morning, but I will get it out as quickly as possible. Brian, when it does come out, you can promote it with a super thanks if you want to. You'll know when it comes out because it will be on all my socials, and I'm sure you know that anyway. Thank you very much for all of those of you that subscribed today. We're 23,455. We are at 7,500 views on a Monday morning, which is absolutely great. And I've not put out the big videos yet. I've been working on them today, and they'll be out shortly. Okay, let me send this now as we ring the bell because we're going to go straight into premieres. Subscriber, members... Where are we? Okay. Hang on a minute. I'm completely forgetting what I'm doing. There we go. We are doing the extra channel. Now then, what's going to happen now, and I hope you'll all join me, is we're all going to go over to the extra channel in a couple of moments' time. Discord stock news. Let me have a little look. Discord stock news. We haven't got time now to record it, but I will take a look. RW, thank you very much. We're all going to go to the extra channel in a moment. I'm sure you've all by now caught all of the earnings trailers. Hopefully you've seen all of those. But we've got more videos coming out tonight. So I'm going to end the show on the bell, send everyone to the extra channel, and as I have them available to watch, I will put them in the extra channel and you can join, and that way we all stay together. You keep the live conversation going, and you get all the latest information that I've just put together. All right, we've got 1 minute, so I'm going to look in Discord stock news. Vincent Vosberg, RW. Oh, hang on, beg your pardon. I was at the top. RW, yes, let's have a little look. Apollo, verifying the device. Intel near deals with Apollo for 11 billion Island. Thank you so much indeed. I will read that when I get chance, but I can't, just to show you, I have opened it up. I am looking at it, but I can't cover the news now. We've got too many videos that have already been recorded to get out, so I will come back to that. All right, thank you for sending it in. Great show as always, Martin, and please, as always, thank Leah for all of us. I do, and I did say that again. I did mention this morning. I don't know if you heard me, but I replied to your email. I passed it on to Leah. Leah was very, appreciative of what you said about Leah and the Mother's Day thing. So that was very, very nice indeed, John. And was it Glenda, your wife? You sent an email from the two of you. Thank you much indeed. Right, we're about to ring the bell. We're about to find out who wins the race. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, here we go. The bell has now gone. Are you up? Are you down? Let's have a little look. I'm green again, another green day, another record-breaking day. We've broken records again, 83,482. Very nice indeed. Another green day on the markets. Let's see what's up and down. I'm going to add in as well, not Hall of Fame, that's tomorrow. I'm going to add in, let me do it now. Let's see who wins. I am flat. I am not up or down. I'm up slightly, but it's too small to shout about. There you go. It's like 0.02, but nevertheless, it's green anyway. There's my score. Let's go back to GME a minute. GameStop. What's been going on today with Roaring Kitty? Absolute nonsense. It goes up, comes straight back down again. But there you go. I hope everyone made money if you did gamble on it. But gambling is what it is. It's you're gambling on a guy who makes up his name and calls himself basically a cat. Anyway, that's your decision for that. Let's go through the portfolio. Let's see who wins. Ed Spitzer up 15.9%. Is that your overall position, Ed? Ed Spitzer, is that your position? Your overall position? Asti up 8.39. Very nice indeed. They'll be in the studio soon, up 3.8. Ed Spitzer, is that your overall portfolio? Not just one stock, because that's very, very high today. Up 9.23. John Granford. Wow. Nice, Ed Spitzer. Hollow Luck. Seth up 4.69. Art of Calm Music 8.44. Virgin Galactic is going straight back down again. That's a shame. Palantir is up. Gold is down. S&P is up slightly. Amazon's moving up. Apple up but trimming off. Next Era Energy is up. Enphase Energy pulling back. Coca-Cola is up. J&J is up. $200 stock. Keep saying it. Kenvue going down. Chevron moving up. Tesla back up but trimming off again. 110. I can see it. Rivian, McDonald's going back down, but you can't overpay for land. Google on its way up. Microsoft pretty much flat today. Walmart going down. Tilray Brands under $2 again. Good time to buy. Robinhood trimmed off a bit, but still up 90 today. IonQ is just up today. Rocket Lab 418. Plug 287. A nice day today, but just trimming off in after hours slightly. Hardly anything at all. Rumble is up. Earnings, of course, coming up. Funware is $7. FFIE 6 cents. It had a bit of a rally today, 32%. Imagine that it does well. Bitcoin up 3.8. Polygon is up 2.6, XRP up 3.26, and looking at GameStop again, it's going up in the after hours. Be very, very careful, up 8.4%. Let's come back to there. My positions was up 24%. I trimmed, yes, was up 24%. So the winner tonight, it goes to Ed Spitzer, who is up. Congratulations to you. Thank you very much for your honest trades. We appreciate it. Give them a thumbs up. Absolutely fantastic. That's it from me. Join me now on the Extra channel. Big videos coming out tonight. You don't want to miss it. Sensei's got his chart there for Soundtown and Virgin Galactic. Join me tonight in the after hours. Lots going on. And just before I go, of course, we've got to roll the credits tonight because it was one of those very special moments tonight. Happens rarely. This is the third time it's happened. A super chat from Brian, a $100 super chat. What did he get? He got an immediate play it now, advanced, super duper extended review, and that will go out as quickly as possible. That's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. Join me now on the Extra channel as I bring out the next videos for you. I will update you, and you'll be able to do it. Now then, I've got a few things you might be interested in before I go. I've been invited to team up and partner with loads of people and all kinds of different things. So here is, let me give you this. Hang on a minute. Let me refresh what was. Let me refresh this. Hang on a second. Oh, hang on a minute. That's wrong. What's going on here? What's it all about? Okay. What's it all about? Here we go. Right. Here is me on eToro. If you want to follow my information on eToro, you can. You can follow me there. There's my eToro. I'll drop that into YouTube, and I'll also give it to my Rumble audience as well. Here I am on eToro. I'm now doing all kinds of different things for eToro. Okay. There you go. I'm on this little app here. You might be interested to know. It's called Blossom. I'll share with you what it looks like. I'll share with you the app. If I go normal screen like this, can you see the app there? Blossom. Can you see that one there? Look. BLOSSOM. That's what it looks like. A little flower called Blossom. You might like that. And I'm over there on Blossom, of course, under the name of Martyn Lucas. You might be interested. I'm on Trading 212 also. And here is my account on Trading 212. And guess my username? Yep, you guessed it. Martyn Lucas. There's Trading 212. And I've just started there. I've got followers there already. And I'm doing different quizzes and polls and stuff like that. And I'm also on, what do you call it? I'm on Weeble as well. Anyway. There you go. Wonderful stuff. That's it from me. I'll see you back in a minute on the Extra channel, and then let's get these videos out. Thank you ever so much. Until then, as always, take care of yourself. Going to be a wild week. Yes, we've got lots of earnings. We're going to be covering like 4 or 5, I think. Until next time, as always. I mean, it's 3 tomorrow. It's 1 in the morning, 2 in the evening, 3 in one day. Oh, yeah, pretty wild. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other.